Good Gateway morning, and welcome back to Billing Insights, your favorite podcast for medical billing. My name is Taylor.
And I'm Anita.
And today we wanted to talk to you about a current event that is prominently on the minds of many of our providers. The recent antitrust lawsuit against Blue Cross Blue Shield has significant implications for the healthcare industry, affecting insurers, healthcare providers, and patients alike. Here's an overview of the ramifications. Blue Cross Blue Shield faced allegations of violating antitrust laws by dividing markets into exclusive service areas and fixing prices, actions that allegedly suppressed competition and led to increased insurance costs and decreased reimbursements to healthcare providers. So what do you think about that, Mom?
So, one of the things I wanted to discuss, just kind of to back it up a little bit for those who are not familiar with medical billing, Blue Cross is one of the only payers who does this. Let's say we have a clinic in Missouri, because that's where we're located, who has a patient. They see the patient, and then the claim goes to Missouri, and the claim is paid like normal. Now, if you have a different patient who works for Walmart, but Walmart processes their claims through Arkansas because that's where the home plan is at. So the claim still goes to Missouri with the local Blue Cross. They set the price, how much is going to be paid, and whether the provider is in network or network, and then send that on to the payer in Arkansas. Arkansas then pays the claim, and the money is forwarded to the physician here in Missouri. So the problem with this is, and this is what the physicians and the patients are saying, is that when the claim gets sent from the home plan to the other plan in Arkansas, they are claiming that the price is fixed and that the physicians possibly, I don't know that they definitely have a way to prove this, but they're saying that the physicians possibly are not making the amount of money that they should be reimbursed. And in addition to that, that the patients possibly are paying higher premiums than what they should have if there was more competition. For instance, if ABC Company were able to get into the market share and take over some of those patients, that they might, through competition, be able to have lower rates and possibly even better care. So that's what they're alleging, and they, at this point now, have had a $2.8 billion settlement saying that they are settling this case, although they're not admitting that they had any big harm. And for those providers who are getting those letters, we need to make sure that those letters are being filled out and sent back in so that you can get in on the class action lawsuit, which is why we wanted to have this discussion.
Come on, let's play Monopoly. Don't copyright strike me.
Yes.
Okay, so moving on.
There are other issues with Blue Cross, and I know that you wanted to discuss a few of those other issues.
Right, so Blue Cross has also in the past downcoded everybody to oblivion. So we had one provider in particular that I'm thinking of where it didn't matter what they sent in. It didn't always have to be a level 5. It could have been a 99214 or a 99213. And Blue Cross Blue Shield would just downcode them, deny CO 186, and say that it's supposed to be 1 or 2 levels lower. So we would go to, let's give them a shout out, AAPC's E&M calculator. So I just go to Google and type EM calculator 2025. And then, so you have to go through all of the steps. You tell them, is it a new or an established patient? And then you go through all of these bullet points. Did they have any imaging that they had to review? Did they have an independent historian? Did they do prescription drug management? Was the only treatment option available to just breaths? And all of these different bullet points are kind of what tells it if it's supposed to be straightforward or low, moderate, or high complexity. And it didn't even matter if we were doing it on time-based coding. They were still just denying everything. So we would send in our appeal, and then you have a 50-50 chance of them actually overturning their decision. Or they would deny it again, and we'd have to go to a second level appeal, in which case we would have to add extra. I mean, what would we even do? We basically sent the same stuff.
Same appeal
because it was
to a different
already
auditor.
to the highest degree accurate. But that was wasting a lot of company time and resources because unless you have a bunch of people dedicated to just doing audits all day, I mean, normally what we have are just different employees who they can audit and they're available to do audits when it's necessary, but that's not their main job.
Right.
So,
And it also delays payment for the physician. What he should have gotten paid for accurate documentation and accurately coding the visit that he had, which he did. But it took months and months longer to get the reimbursement that he should have had for those claims. So,
right. So that kind of helps us bring it towards the end of the video. I thought that this case was really interesting. I feel like this case really underscores the importance of regulatory oversight
yes, it does.
in the healthcare industry. It highlights the need for vigilance against anti-competitive practices to ensure a fair and competitive market that benefits consumers, providers, and overall the healthcare system.
So fill out those letters if you get them. If you don't, you can contact us and we can give you the website to go on, because what they're doing is going all the way back for claims up through 2008. So that's a lot of claims. You will have to turn in your information on your clinic and information on the claims that you filled, but you could potentially receive money in that 2.8 billion settlement. So that's important, and please be aware.
All right. So thank you guys so much for watching. We really do appreciate your support. Don't forget to take action with this lawsuit. And don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share, as well as hit that notification bell so you can be notified every time that we upload a new video. And without further ado, we will see you in the next video.
Bye.